Welcome to the 3-Minute Theologian, a theology podcast about what we believe, written by the pastors at Waukee Community Church. I'm your host, Jessica Savage, and in this episode, we're considering how God is personable. Pastor Dave loves middle names. He admits it is a bit of a strange obsession, but he's found that a person's willingness to share his or her middle name says something about how much he or she is willing to be known. The revealing of a name creates a small degree of intimacy. It lets Dave know something that isn't well known by others. In Exodus 3, God appeared to Moses in a burning bush and tasked him with a divine mission. "Lead the Israelites out of Egypt," God said. But Moses was reluctant to accept this mission. So, he asked God a question. "What is your name?" Moses wanted to know God by more than a generic title, more than just as the God of his ancestors. He wanted to know God's personal name, the name that no one else had ever known, the name by which he could experience intimacy with his personal God. And here's the amazing thing. God actually answered Moses' request. So, what is God's name? God said, "Tell the Israelites that my name is I am," which in Hebrew sounds like Yahweh. This may seem like a funny name to us. Why is God's name a verb? I am? Well, God's verbal name tells us at least 3 important things about God. First, God wants us to know him. God does not need us. He always is, was, and will be God, whether we acknowledge him or not. And yet, God has given us the privilege of knowing him. God has revealed himself to us because he is personable. Second, knowing God's name allows us to have relationship with him. We live in a world where many people say, if there is a God, he can't be known because he's hidden from us. But this is flat out wrong. God didn't hide who he is from Moses, and he doesn't hide himself from us. While people can believe God exists based on what we see in creation or because of philosophical arguments, knowing God's name allows us to have intimate relationship with our Creator. And this is possible because our God is personable. Finally, God's name points us to Jesus. God's desire to be known by us became fully realized through his incarnation of his Son. When the angel came to Joseph, he told him, "You shall call his name Jesus," and this name literally means Yahweh saves. God's personal name was tucked into the name of God's Son because God is personable. In Jesus, the great I Am dwelt among us, that we might have a relationship with him now and forever. Ponder this simple truth. The God of the universe wants to be known by you, and you can know him through Jesus.